Heard you boarded the key. I can't imagine the state the
What can I
pirates
do for you? Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Any other fragments? All right. Keep up the good work. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
I have something for you. Time to cycle the airlock. Move.
You might want this. Take this. Yes, it's for you. Anyway, I figured you. It's not a problem. If I see anything on it.
Need something?
Some people think this place is scary. Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself,
Grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me a word, Ronald.
So there I am. You see.
so this is the key. I'm honestly impressed they managed to keep the thing operational. Ooh, this place looks like fun. Let's go have some.
Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado. And telling him how... If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even... Oh yeah, sure. Anything you need, you just...
Can't wait. Bye now, Mathis. I hope we're never in such dire straits that we need to... Stay safe!
You just, you know,
We meet not have official security while exiled. You always look out for traitors.
Why is it every time
Rico, you see system.
it's you who ends up with all our credits?
My friend's got a point, Bob. Every pirate in this joint.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space for stick change, we got a much bigger target right here at home.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up. I'm not about to let her pay. I'm about to tell you. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of at the event. So it's simple. And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the... Either way, I get mine.
Don't worry. I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
Then it's settled. All right, Rook, we're done here. Because that's exactly what you are. Beneath all of that inexperience. So get used to hearing that. Hit me up if
Hey.
you got questions.
If you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Why don't you talk to me?
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
You see, you'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
I'm hungry. You hungry? Because that would be twice.
Smells like. Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes.
You see, Sis-Def is a joke.
We've detached. Let's get out of here. Grav jump complete.
And we're docking. And complete.
Yes? What?
Excuse me.
You're back. So how did it go? then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Did you discover anything worth Legacy. Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Oh yeah, it's totally Crix's legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space, and you have to get it from 3 witches.
I understand your sarcasm, but you can't deny that this data involves both Crix and legacy.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up... We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to... Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he... What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be... We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. And let Neva Mora take his place. Or Shinya Voss. Or anyone of them. No. The solution is to stick. It's imperative that you... If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be... I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. You're both dismissed.
Great. Let's chat. One leave some food out before we left? Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking... to yourself. Ah, I could really listen to Barrett's instead of dreaming about me. Stop by and say hello.
Indicators are green. We're free. Integrity, all good.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's. So Neva's message said you were here for... Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was... Okay. So why are you targeting a Gallbank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Playing it safe for now. But let's make one thing clear. If I'm gonna stick my neck out by help...
You want credits? Hugs? What?
Oh, no. No, no, no. Delgado isn't gonna... I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's a... Fine. You want to play it that way, and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the tour. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala.
Oh, this is my cue. Step aside, mortals. Barrett is here.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you... This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. Head inside and... He's a VIP executive, which means he either would... or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed. Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all, meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship. So, anyway, I suppose that's enough to... Oh, and while
Dusty.
you're at the gala...
Dusty. Let's
They're
talk.
frozen, not fresh. Any luck at the party? What the hell? When I asked you earlier, you said you weren't here. Not only did you lie to me, but now you're... Yeah? And I suppose it's just a coincidence. I can't believe she's trying to cut me. Without me, the award never would have been. She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the leg. So tell me, what's the status of your plan? Okay, then let me point you to the person. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can I'd press her. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire. Go do something useful, okay?
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked under.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch it, please.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better... Yes, I am. Actually, I've been... Why do you ask? Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolute. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master's safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have...
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we're halting our spacewalk experience for an indeterminate time.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
I'm sorry, but
Let's talk. When you have time, of course. I prefer swimming in bioluminescent ice under a sky full of moon. Hey, the pool is nice.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I... Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry, it's against Trident Pop. I don't want to lose my job. I hear you. I mean, it might be okay. Not happening. I appreciate your interest, but I'm forbidden to disclose any personal information. Have a safe journey.
Take a break. Let's chat. Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
Hello. Are you a member?
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted... Excuse me? And why in goodness name? And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I mean, it might be okay. I'd like to think so. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh, this is utterly preposterous. I'm not giving you anything. I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
Having fun at our little gala? As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut. What's the status? Like the ship's purser probably told you, the only way you're gonna get the award is by using Sheila's claim ID. But she's not going to just hand it over. Here, give her this. I'm certain it'll help. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Excuse me? And why in goodness... Oh my goodness. How did you know about that? There's no need to make a scene. If you're here to steal the award, there's nothing I can really do about that, is there? Here, take it.
Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime. Let's talk. When you have time.
Glad to have you aboard. On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise. On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
So, what brings you aboard? Pleased to make your acquaintance. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is... Haven't we already talked about this? Enjoy the rest of the event.
Here for business or pleasure?
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Have you tried the canopies?
I certainly hope they decide. I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Well, that was boring.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's... Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. That's all then? Okay.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
Quite a lovely His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. Nice to have met you.
Here for business? So, what brings you aboard? Let's put it this way. He screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
The society chair has really out.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Please remain in designated passenger.
Hey, Guthrie. Let's chat.
Sorry, do I know you? Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how... What's it gonna take to make... If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? That's true. For once, I would like to see him squirm. Honestly, this whole scheme has left a pit in my stomach since day one. I'd love to see that man suffer. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You're pissed off? Imagine how Dombrowski's gonna feel when we start stepping on his toes.
Good. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my... Good luck. You're gonna need... I hope you
Let's
hurt
talk.
Dombrowski.
When you have time, of course.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society
Hello.
events.
You here for the charity event? Dombrowski, he's the exec holding... Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security, not Galbank. I don't really know him personally. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both.
Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Maybe I am a little drunk, but you're still a liar.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Let's talk. When you have time, of course.
So, what brings you? I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes... We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
I'm not particularly...
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests. One more thing. If Chief Engineer... I prefer you... Anyway, I better... You seriously need to ask. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every criminal. And second, you offer Gal. I'm gonna guess that one. Get back.
Let's talk. When you have time, of course.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best. This is something.
Take a break. Let's chat.
Hold up. Wait a second. You're Captain Rock. Sorry to give you trouble. Oh, sorry. Oh, really? Well, tell you what. I'm just going to step out for a bit. Maybe you can hold it. Feel free to look around, but don't mess with any of the controls.
Hey, Captain. Can I talk with you for a bit? Hey, Captain.
Passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Oh, great. Everyone cleared out of the buffet. That's always a bad sign.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Take a break.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence?
All passengers.
I don't know where you got that information from, but it lines up with all the troubles I've been having getting my cut from that asshole. That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry, but if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, at least I walk away with something. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, just remember that you promised. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status.
Our security team would appreciate if you please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
Well, well. You must be the... I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish. Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that I see. That certainly places a dent. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. I assume that's what you've been angling for?
Rather astounding that you deciphered our communication attempt. It only took you a minute more than we expected for you to work through the calculus and participate in the discussion. But the rat models are notoriously unpredictable.
Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask. Now, if you'll excuse...
What's on your mind? Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin.
There's no cause for alarm, I'm sure.
Well, looks like everything worked out. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandine owed me. But hey, you got it. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those. So he told you to keep it from me. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping you from rejoining me. I owe you one.
And remain there until you receive further instructions.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, well, I suppose this is where we part company.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Hey, Captain. Can I talk with you for a bit?
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed. All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion. And remain there until you receive further instructions.
Did you just... Yeah, you did.
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Let's catch up.